Found our first slicksters, which is nice. Wait. What you silly Brits call chips or actual chips? No. What we call chips that are chips. Potato. They're not fries. They're not French fries. They're chips. Chips. Pomme frite. Denied it so believably. I also have a monstrously huge ice biome. 47 sleep wheat grown in it. Jesus. It was just random luck or they tweak map gen. Well, I mentioned this a couple of streams ago. There's been a lot of people on the forums saying that they're finding way more like wheezeworts and stuff in their spawns on this update. Maybe they tweaked the numbers a little bit. It is a possibility. I don't remember seeing anything about it, but maybe they did. Yeah, I've not really played. I don't play this game single player anymore, like off stream. Everything of what I play now is generally streamed, so I don't have the time to sit till God knows o'clock in the morning just playing Oni. I wish I did, but I don't. Let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. Oh. And let's get rid of you two as well. Beautiful. So these can now zip most of the way down now, uninterrupted, which is cool. And we'll do the same down here. So this one fire pole is pretty beastly. This goes all the way up to the top of the base pretty much. You can actually extend that a little bit as well. Because why not? This one we'll have to leave for now. So that should help him for getting down here quicker, all being well. Got loads of diamond right nearby where I want to break through. It is fucking hot down here, that's the only problem. Okay, we've got an oil reservoir. I'm hoping we've only got one oil reservoir so that we can maybe have some extra geysers in this biome. But we'll see. Do a bit more exploring. Seems water a bit more plentiful. Yeah, a lot of people were saying that on the forums, so it is entirely possible. Entirely possible. And I'm going to dig this stuff out. This is going to mean that shit starts getting pretty warm. But this is only like 70 degrees here, so we're that far away from the base, it shouldn't really have that much of an impact, really. It's just going to be a little bit warm. My dupes might get a little bit warm as well. Yeah, we're starting to get a little bit light blue in places now. That's fine. Who's mastered what? Who did what? Turner. Incredible. Otto's about to level up as well. Right, so I'll do a bit more digging, then we'll crack on with some more research. I don't really know what we've got left to do. It's mostly like endy, plasticky, late gamey space stuff. Yeah, fuck it, let's just get some stuff going. So one of the reasons I want to crack in down here is it'll start helping the biome to cool off a little bit. Like this is 100 degrees down here, but up here it's 70 odd, and up here it's 70 odd. So if we crack both of these open, we'll end up being able to get access to some just a little bit of oil that my dupes won't be too mad about handling early on. So why is it not too hot this last 2 weeks in Greece? My goodness. I'll be Otto, won't it? Otto Researcher. Let's put you back up to the top, mate. Let's get you going. Okay. Oh boy, we really do have a bit of a slime lung problem, don't we? got a few little pockets of... what can sometimes happen, you get these little pockets of polluted oxygen that have got nowhere to go, and the slime will just keep growing and growing and growing. So what I'll do, I'll just slap down a couple of deodorizers here and there, just in the off chance that they might collect a packet and get it processed. Like this will be a band of polluted oxygen here, and I can't really do shit about it. So what I'll do, I'll put like a tile there, maybe one there. Let me just get these done. I really don't mind slapping down a load of deodorizer all over the place, because they only consume shit if they're doing something. If they're doing something, that's good. It means they're doing what I want them to do. So that's fine. We've got a little gas lock here that's just about managing to stay full of carbon dioxide. So this should be stopping us losing too much clean oxygen outside the base. It's just carbon dioxide. We should have something similar over here as well. So I kind of want to avoid using liquid locks as much as we can. The only place I've really used one is here. And that's because this is hell in here, really, so... Okay. So these should work through some of this shit that we've got around here, all being well. There's not that many germs, but I'd just rather it was all gone. And this should work off eventually once it mixes with more oxygen. So that'll be fine. Let's make an Oni sun-powered omelette maker. What do you mean? What are you talking about? A sun-powered omelette maker. I mean, it sounds fucking delicious, it has to be said. That does sound good. I really don't want anyone getting stuck down here, but we'll see. Okay, we're getting a bit more iron ore now as well, which is nice. So I don't really like just pissing through all my gold, but using up a bit of iron as well is pretty cool. I kind of want to go through here, but they're not going to like it. They're not going to like it. Random piece of granite. Interesting. Okay, so we've not got much vision down here. We'll get this ladder done, see what we can find. And hopefully we'll just break through this crust here so we can let some of this CO2 get down here. We may even try and dig this guy out. Oh, if it gets too hot, can you fry foods in grease? I had a colleague visit the UK last week. He told me it was hot. It was hell, really. It's because there's no breeze in this country, that's the problem. It's always so hot, but no breeze. Like, when it is occasionally warm, it's just stifling. Right. Who's that? May. May has done this. May? May has done this. May? Jeez. Let's get you down here. Could have sworn I said 2. Oh, yeah. Wait, you've already done that. May? What the fuck, May? There we go. It said there was 2 people that were leveled up. Maybe I missed one. How's the base looking? Blech, it's getting to be dark. Let's see if we can find a bit more algae. Maybe time to start stripping some more of this out. I'm going to rip you out because I don't think we need any more fibres really. And let's do a little dig over here as well. Should be fine. Yeah, whatever. Nice chunks of diamond. Yeah, I noticed that, Max. Got two big lots of diamond right here. Which is pretty cool. Oh, have I got nowhere for bleachstone storage, by the way? Let's slap a compactor in here. I wonder why that bleachstone's still down there. So put the compactor in our liquid lock as we normally do, just so it stops it from off-gassing. And we'll put consumable ore, bleachstone with a 9. Oh, that's not ideal. That's not ideal. Now I need to get all this mopped up. For fuck's sake, clay! Why? Like, it's dumb that dupe would have died if I hadn't bothered to look down at it. It's crazy. Bad. Bad clay. Bad. Bad and wrong, naughty. You shoot your hours ago and you play a long time on Factorial last night. Yeah, I think I ended up streaming till like nearly 3 o'clock. It was a long one. It was a lengthy one. But I was clearly enjoying myself, so why not? Why not? Yeah, it was meant to be like a little 2-hour stream or something, and then I got a little bit carried away. Just a little bit carried away. Yeah, it was good. Notice liquid lock's really pissed dupes off now. Yeah, it's the soggy feet, buddy. That's why I'm like conscious that I need to mop this crap up quickly. The soggy feet debuff really kicks you in the ass now. Right, so we'll mop this, and then we'll head up here. Actually, I might as well do this first. Let's head up here. And let's get rid of all this crap as well. So I want to get some more vision in this ice biome, and then if we can get high enough... Excuse me. If we can get high enough in here, we'll go over this way. Find out what this geyser is. Because we might be onto like a really good geyser here. I've not even checked to see what type it is. Oh. Well, we know it's another... We know it's another vent. So, we'll find out. I've done these, haven't I? Yeah. Wait, did you sleep up here? The fuck? Why you do this? Salt vent for sure, possibly, Max. They normally are nowadays. I've noticed more and more. Right, let's just mop this because it's like a too high liquid now and they're standing on it. Yeah, get that mop, please. They're always salt vents nowadays. My pipe's being a dick. I don't know why. I'm doing priority 9 stuff up here and wondering why nothing's getting done. But that's fine. It can't be that hard for them to calculate a massive air for path them and they're gasping for air. Yeah, you'd think so. It should just be look for the highest amount of air nearby and go for that. That would kind of make sense to me, but I don't know. It's been like that since the game, literally since the game came out. The death dance has always been in the game. It sucks, but it's true. It blows, well, that's just how it is. I don't understand why it isn't something that can be fixed easily. It seems to me like it's something that should be easy, but then again, I'm not a coder and I know nothing about it, so... It's always a little bit warmer. Every time I come down here, it's just a little bit warmer. Depending on how many Wheezeworts we get, we could possibly just literally slap some Wheezeworts over the top and a few temp shift plates, and this would start cooling down, but... We could even do some CO2 cooling. Like make a little chamber, fill it with CO2, drop this cool CO2 into here. We have options, we've got options. Okay. They're going to drop more water any second, but it's fine. In fact, if we can mop this first, then do that. You'd notice dupes sleeping anywhere when their bedtime comes around, even when they have access to their assigned bed. Not sure what the deal is. Is it narcos? Is it narcoleptics with hunger? Because they don't seem to try and seek out their bed, like, even if you've got them one assigned. They're happy just to chill wherever. That's what I've noticed anyway. I must have had that blob of ice has just melted. Okay. It's a little bit annoying, but we'll probably get all this crap dug out. Because I don't really need a half-broken ice biome. Like, it's not really doing anything for me. So I'll probably just get this dug out and killed off. And then we've got ice for stuff then as well. How's the base? You never take narcos? How come? Why not? You're the anti-Mex. Mex only takes in narcos. I feel like the oxidants have gotten a little better, but now it's terrible again this update. I don't think it's changed at all, Whisper, since the game first came out. It's exactly the same now as when the game first emerged. It's no different. They still do the same stupid back and forth dance. The same old thing. You want to have control over where they sleep. Yeah, that makes sense. Especially with like the average decor stuff they get now. Like having them sleeping for a percentage of the day in a really high decor area was definitely the way to go. Right. Do I just dig out some of this to get a bit of algae? Or do I carry on my reckless pursuit down south? Oh, there's quite a bit of natural gas in there. Tell you what, let's actually just keep them ploughing on with research and get this stuff finished. I don't really need a lot of this stuff, but might as well. So we'll get some vision up here. We'll do a little bioscan. And then where are we going to go? We can hop up there, we'll get rid of all this crap, so why not? And then we'll hop up there, go across here, and then I just want a little bit of vision over this side, so we'll get rid of you, and then hop up there, and hop up there. Oh, is it broken at the top as well? Why is all this melting up here? What the fuck? Might get a bit of hypothermia here, but nothing a quick mop should be able to fix. A little bit of hypothermia. We need some ice storage, don't we? Should I put some polluted storage in here, maybe? Let's see, 1, 2. Let's put some polluted ice storage in here. Then that can kill off some of this slime lung as well, all being well. Because these are probably pretty disgusting by now. I think 83 million is the worst. Yeah, just get rid of all that. Cool. Usually it's choices calculated from distance, etc. and air exist. So I should be able to say and air over x per tile, for example, yeah. So that makes that calculation too much for every second. The only thing is, it might make it so that dupes that are stood in 1,000 grams of oxygen run all the way up here to get... Oh no, because if they're in oxygen, they'll just breathe where they are. Ah, fuck no. I don't know, mate, but it needs to be fixed. It's a stupid thing that needs to be fixed. It's very dumb. Right, we have many eggs in here. That's fine. It's a silly one. Right, how's this looking? Oh yeah, we've killed off a lot of these germs now. There's not much more now, really. It's going to keep growing again in these little clumps of polluted oxygen. There's fuck all I can do about that, really. So I'm not really in a rush to fix it. Like down here, we'll have a little band here where it's partly in contact with chlorine, but it can still grow because it's in a tight little pocket of polluted oxygen. Again, it's just how the game works, unfortunately. Right, let's get that dug out. We'll dig out you. This should all be toasty warm down here now. So what I'll do, I'll dig down to here, and then I'll drop this oil down. That'll help cool some of this off. We'll get this open for our slicksters. And then we're on to a winner. I don't really want my dupes to be able to reach the floor. Not really. So we'll like dig this out or something. There's a very good chance I'll get somebody stuck, so I'll just watch this for a minute. What else is going on? Oh, you bastard. I've just realised I've got a fucking hatch on here. I've got 2 hatches here. I wonder if these have been eating all my fucking refined metal. Won't mind betting they have. Son of a bitch. On the other hand, this game has so many cool mechanics. There's some annoying ones. Seems we can't really complain overall. Yeah. I don't know. The death dance is a bit of a derpy thing though. Sneaky hatches, yeah, definitely. Sneaky little bastards. Sneaky little bastards. All of them. Little bastards. Nice. So if I get some of this CO2 falling down here as well, we should start producing more oxygen with our electrolyzers too. Or electrolyzer. Oh, Abe. What? Oh, what happened here? Sneaky snow. Okay, get out of here, Rip. Go, go, go. Get out of here. And then do this. Some more. You're not suffocating. You're being a pain in the ass. Some more machines and materials to make huge complicated things. Little Lottie, good evening. Lurking while you play as well. Nice, nice. How are you finding the update, Lottie? How are you finding it so far? Holy shit, we don't have much oil directly next to us. Although these probably are, yeah, these are big pools, just not broken open yet, which is fine. We have got a little bit of petroleum though, which is nice. That's kind of handy for like different locks and stuff that we can do. So I've been toying with the idea of starting using those 3-tiered liquid locks, you know, the ones that are 3 liquids stacked on each other. But you can't do it until you've got access to petroleum, so we might have a little play with them, see if we can get them working. So they're a bit of a pain in the ass to build, just have to be said. A wee bit of a pain right in the dick to build. There we go. Okay. So I kind of want to leave these guys alone down here. We'll do a super speedy dig just to free this guy. I think. Because some dupes are going to get hurt doing this. But that's okay. We'll do a little bit of a dig here as well for a bit of coal and iron and stuff. Getting access to this diamond would be pretty nice. Meanwhile, yeah, I've got a dig set up here that's like priority 7, so they can do that at some point too. And we'll take some of this surface layer off as well. Cool. You've been struggling regardless. What do you mean? What's up, Lottie? Nice, mate. Diagonal tiles, tiles that pivot, single tile, hatches and doors. What's that, Samoth? What do you mean, sorry, bud? I don't know what that's in relation to. Diagonal tiles, tiles that pivot. Yeah, that's not a good question. That's not a good question. Heckins, no good. Oh, come on. We've only just dug you out. How are you doing the Slickster dance already? What the fuck? There's loads of carbon dioxide here. Why? Why? Oh, I see what you mean. Sorry. Managing the heat and electricity supply always seem to have issues. Managing the heat, probably the best thing to recommend managing the heat is get as much machinery out of your base as you can, as soon as you can. There we go. Also remember the power of Wheezeworts. If you ever got a particularly hot part of your base, just slap down a Wheezewort. So that's what I did over here and here and kind of chilled things out. At the moment we're still doing research and all of our cooking without any cooling, which is why this bit's a bit orange around here. But eventually I'll slap a couple of Wheezeworts in. I might even do Wheezeworts on doors so I can regulate the temperature of them. But for now we'll just leave them like that. I've not dug up any Wheezeworts yet, so, or not many anyway. But yeah, that's probably the best solution. Just get that stuff out of your base as soon as you can. It doesn't really matter how hot the asteroid gets outside your base, unless it gets to like 90 degrees everywhere. You know, it doesn't really need to be like 20 degrees, lovely temperatures outside your base. It can be anything. But less micromanaging ranching would help too, yeah. That's why I'm just not bothering with it, in fairness. Yep. Ooh, right. So I'm going to map out another storage area over here at some point. I do need to drop this little bit of liquid down, but the reason I'm thinking I've cancelled this ladder here, I'm going to square this off and drop some of the liquid into this area, I think. Just for now. So I've got a big pool over here that I want to get out of the way as well. This is sort of stopping me from getting into this ice biome. So I think here would be a smarter place to crack into at this sort of level. So we'll get all this dropped down. I'm just wanting to do this priority 9 stuff just to get these slicksters all out of here. I thought they'd have been complaining more considering how hot it is down here, but they seem to be doing alright. Stress is creeping up a little bit more. Again, I think Abe's one of my main dudes that's always in a shithole, so... There we go. Nice. So I'll quickly slap Abe on the med table. I don't know if we've got anybody else that's slightly fucked up. Health. A couple of guys. I don't remember when that's from. Liam, Nisbet and Ada. I don't remember them getting actually any damage. But whatever. We'll get them, give them a little rest. Why not? Trying to be efficient doesn't need extra fluff of words to extend the duration and length of the question that I'm proposing to produce. That I am proposing to produce to gather information. Don't try and sound smart, Heckins. Bad syntax will always let you down, buddy. You're proposing to produce to gather information. The streamer known as Lifegrow is Play, which was recently updated with new features of unknown content and quality, so that I may learn and gather the information on the early access game known as Oxygen Not Included, made by the developers known as Clay Entertainment. I'm giving that 1 point out of 10 for smarts. How about that? What are buried objects in the thermal layers? Are there any? No, Samoth, he's trying to be a cocky ball bag. It is Heckins, it's what he does. I know she was streaming early, by the way, Heckins. Was it earlier today or last night? I can't remember. It might have been late last night. What were you streaming? What were you playing? I'm giving that 1 banana out of 12. That was a bad one. New update, what's this? It's so much easier. Yeah, exactly. But just do an expression update? Question mark? That's not a question. That's just a silly thing to do. Oh. Sorry, yeah, Samoth. What are buried objects in the thermal layer? Are there any? In the thermal layer? Do you mean right up at the top? What do you mean? Buried objects. I've not got any buried objects at the minute. You play Middle-earth Shadow of War on the hardest difficulty to get my skull smashed in, I see. The hot one at the bottom. Buried objects. It's normally if something's like solidified, so maybe something's been flooded and magma's got into it and it's solidified back into rock. Or it could be some sand's fallen down, or some polluted water's fallen in and been turned into sand. It can be a few things really, but it's normally one of these ruins has flooded. That's generally what's happened. Magma's normally the main offender, because obviously it solidifies to igneous and then it is you know, obstructs the building. Right, I kind of want to do this next. So Matt, how's it going? Oh, you mean like cracked tiles? You don't normally get that in the hot biome. If you do, again, it's probably something like a chunk of igneous rock that's fell into a tile or something. But no, you don't normally get them in the magma biome. Right, let's get a bit of vision over this side as well. Do a spot more digging. I do love me some slime biome. I really do. Beautiful. Okay, so nothing really of interest down here that we can see so far. Obviously, we've got a little ruin down here, but not really asked about that. Don't seem to have any geysers. I've got access to a few slicksters, so hopefully we'll get a few eggs. Although I might err to the side of caution and get them build a little slickster ranch down here. I don't know yet. I don't really want to mess about with too many critters if I can help it. We're sort of digging out over this side a little bit now. This biome, as you can see, has already started bleeding its temperature through the abyssalite, so we're not really losing much by getting to this quickly and digging it out. A lot of this stuff shouldn't be too germ heavy either. More and more. Thank you very much for the host. Good evening, folks. How's it going? You are just a slimy boy. Thanks, Mex. Doing fine besides sweating your balls off. Oh dear, Summer. Is it roasting where you are?